dick.
What's up, everybody?
I don't even know right now.
We're like fucking 19, right?
Oh, God, it's like, yeah. It's like key mark all over. I love it.
That's why this works.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's why it was serious. No,
For science.
I don't even need this. Don't even need this. Oh, this is so funny. Hey, that's not on.
Oh, we're not recording.
Ding. Now we're recording.
Hey, what's up, everybody? That's your saying. Fuck off, everybody. That's mine.
Yeah.
I did just kidding, dude. You didn't have to really fuck off. Come, oh.
Sorry. I guess I'll come back then. There's a new keyboard. Sticks up so far. I can't push this thing in. It's convenient, though, I tell you that.
It's the ergonomic keyboard.
It is. After writing those books and shit, like this, fucking sucks. You don't realize it till you're like a few stories in. You're like, God, what the fuck, man?
So
They were getting rid of that whole bunch at work. They're throwing them out. I'm like, what? So I plugged it in, like, fuck yeah.
should have taken a bunch.
Oh, it's always more comfortable.
Yes, it's the cup of milk and magnesium over there. Is that the TV guide? You got a Matlock circled? Going to bed at
Murder, She Wrote.
6 o'clock. So you can
Oh
wake
my
up.
God, I wish on some days. Unfortunately, I'm cursed with a brain that won't shut off until about 11:30.
Yeah.
And it's not like negative either. It's usually good things. Like, fuck man, I got this idea to do this. Got an idea to do that. Oh shit! What a fucking. And then I wrote it all down. And here on my phone, ideas and ideas and ideas.
It's a little black book.
Is it black?
That's black.
I always thought it was blue. Maybe it is black. Oh. That's my interior card. Yeah, it's my interior card from 4 years ago.
Is it? Yeah, it's black, buddy.
Okay. Might have also been when I was at the warehouse and all the blue beams and everything else. Plus, it's black walls in here. Maybe it's like a Rorschach test. What do you see?
An elephant? I see a mom abandoning her child in Central Park, saying she's going to get the birthday balloons. She's coming right back. But then she never does come back.
Oh, it was a comic from Sunday Paper.
I'm awesome.
Okay, now what do you see?
No father.
No, I don't have that one. I don't have that one at all.
It's a picture of a butterfly. It's called interpretive art, loser.
So what's up, buddy? What?
Nothing. Not much.
What have you done to work toward any goals of yours? Wait a minute. We started this off last time the same way. What do you have that you are trying to do, or that you would like to do? Prior to this, it was making knives and shit like that.
Yeah. No, that's...
And then you almost cut your hand off and put it on the back burner.
I sat there, so the little one has a new game.
Okay.
Game Builder Garage.
I have no idea what that is.
You literally make a video game in a video game.
Okay.
It's a video game about making video games.
Really?
Hey, it works.
Yeah, well... Anyway.
So I'm sitting there, and today I was like, man, you know, that's always been, ever since college, you remember what I went to college for.
Right.
Excuse me. It's always been...
Basket weaving.
Underwater basket weaving,
Yeah.
which is actually a legit college degree you can get at places.
I wouldn't be shocked. It's one of the liberal arts things, right?
I think so, yeah.
Anyway.
All three failed attempts going to college were supposed to be for digital media technology
Okay.
because I wanted to be a game developer. And it's not, oh, I want to play video games to get paid. No, I liked coding. I liked writing the code. I liked rendering the fucking...
And you like video games, so it's just kind of hand in hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
every part of it's always been cool about it. And I actually dug out, I have, from this fucking guy, remember the Mario Journal?
Mario Journal.
The Mario Journal.
No, I don't remember that.
Years ago, you got me a Mario book.
Did I?
Yeah, it's like a blank journal.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I do vaguely remember
Yeah,
that.
you got me that like...
Was that like 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that? 10 years ago?
Probably about before. Well, about the time Maxim, the little one was born. You can edit that out.
Maxim magazine.
Yeah, Maxim.
Before that became a thing.
Yeah, I actually pulled that out. I'm like, it would actually fit to be writing ideas for video games in them, and I have
I'm
one.
telling you, dude, like
I have an idea for one.
the fucking children's books 7 fucking years ago. They were in. See if I can find it. They were in here. Go ahead and keep telling your thing on your games and writing down shit and finding your notebook.
Well, I actually came up with an idea for a title and a game concept. So
Okay.
I fully intend to, in that journal, write out the core structure for a video game. Storyline.
Okay, storyboarding and
Storyboarding. I'm going to do character design. I'm going to draw up some things. But I have a great... The name sounds awesome, too.
what's the name?
Well, I don't want to tell you. At least on camera.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, what genre would it be?
Action RPG.
So like your final, it's like turn based or just like
No,
Elden Ring,
an
Zelda?
action play... APG.
Okay.
Almost like...
So like Zelda, Elden Ring, like all that. And
well, not so much
it doesn't mean it's a 1-to-1.
Elden Ring, Night Ring. Not
Okay.
Elden Ring. Because every time you start Elden Ring, you start over fresh.
Night Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd probably be more like Assassin's Creed meets
That I've never played.
God of War.
Okay. I played a little bit of that, but
Very story driven.
right.
Yes, you get some upgrades along the way. You can work on some equipment, but it's really comes down to I really want it to be story driven.
There's a whole bunch of things in here that I can check off that I've done. The Brawlhalla belt, Kanjo belt, farmhouse clock weather, did that. Portrait clock. Oh, that one I did. Farmhouse clock I haven't done. Anyway,
So yeah.
this is from 21, so that's 5 years ago. Yeah, but like, it's like such a, like an old, like, you pull out like a notebook like this and you write something down and be like, what are you, fucking 80? But the value of it, it's such a small thing that I've heard so many people in either a lecture or just people I know, like, who fucking do shit, you know, actually like, do things.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, write things down. Because there's something about it's not, I say manifesting like a fantasy thing, but taking it from in here and putting it out here, it's this, to dumb it down into post-it note terms, it's just putting it into the world. Here it is. It's a thing now. Not just this fleeting moment, this passing idea or thought. It's now here. And that's how, I was going to say this is notes for the show. That's how the book that I'm fucking working on manifests. I'm like halfway through illustration now.
Nice.
So it gets to be a headache sometimes. It took me like, I think I had, without exaggeration, between 20 and 30 different versions of one spread today. Because there's no, change this. No, change that. Change this. Change that. Change this. Change that. Having AI illustrate, because what I see for this thing is a style of art I don't do. And I'm not willing to take the next 10 years to fucking perfect that style of art to do something that was like, I'm going to. So I use AI. But AI is tricky because you have to, what I've learned over hundreds of back and forth messages with AI, how to perfectly cater each prompt to make what you want. So I had to make design files, not only like reference pictures for each character with different facial expressions, with different like back, front, side profiles. I had lock-in prompts for each one. So this character has this kind of like action. It doesn't deviate like this, has this kind of belly scales and whatever it is. And then I had AI design through all those characters this long ass prompt of not altering the paint, or like this image and this art style, this painterly style, this long list of rules that I had to follow. And then the scene, whatever the scene I want, and then, which at that point, all I have to do is describe the scene, not each character, because it already has the characters locked in, and then the text per page, and then illustrate it. And then it comes up with the idea, and then I'm like, okay, change this, change that. And you can only do that so many times per, say, chat, or per open chat.
Per conversation.
What'll happen, I figured this out a few times, is after you keep changing over and over and over, the AI starts mixing up some of the pictures. Even if you tell it only do not deviate from the last image you created, it will still pull from other ones. So you'll get stuff with like, I got fucking dragons with like ear horns and shit like that coming at like just a random horn that's like sideways, like not attached. It gets wild. So it's like, the only way I can describe it is if it's like incest. Like, the bloodline can only go so far. And eventually, you're going to end up with some anomalies. So what you have to do is you have to take that picture after a couple of edits, save it, open up a new chat, upload it, and then restart afresh. And that helps, and that cuts down like headaches and some time. So it's been a learning process through this first book. The easy part was writing the fucking story. That was easy. And then using AI to actually edit the story. Like, to use it as an editor. That's how this whole thing got started. Because I was fucking researching my CNC machine and, like, plate production. And then as I'm, like, going through all that, I'm, like, learning, there's shit I've never even considered, like, in plate production. Using AI and the steps that you use, like, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. I'm like, oh shit, didn't even think that was a thing. And then I thought, well, fuck, why don't I just use this as an editor? And now a publisher too, apparently. Or, well, sort of. So that's how the whole thing got started. I don't even know how I got on the fucking AI thing.
Just...
What?
So apparently the free version of ChatGPT cannot design me a photo of a sexy, slutty, naked female dragon.
You probably could. I don't think
I want to go down that path.
But you have.
It seemed funny in the moment, like the picture I sent you last night on PlayStation.
You have.
And then with the camera.
You have to cater your prompt specifically.
I don't think I want to go down that. That's waifu territory, okay?
That's
weeaboo.
Right up your alley.
That's weeaboo kind of shit. And I don't know if I want to go down that dark path yet.
Boy, but yeah, so that's...
I'm not sad, desperate, or alone enough for that.
But that yet.
You never know.
But that's like a positive. Like, or what I'm doing, I think anyway, is like a positive you can use AI for. And it drove me bonkers once, like, as I was using AI for the CNC work, and then I thought about the book shit. And that was about the same time. And I think we talked about this before. Everyone was using the cartoon fucking, like, versions of themselves they were putting on Facebook for their profile pictures. And I'm, like, using it as all this shit. I'm like, this is, like, stuff you could fucking learn a bunch of shit and make money off of and really excel with. And people are just making cartoon versions of themselves. Like, it's like if you were given the key to the kingdom and you're trying to use it to open a fucking slop closet. Like, why isn't it working? Did it work?
No, but Google brought up some pretty fucked up shit.
Oh, so it's already been done.
Yeah. I'm uncomfortable right now.
Oh, you're fine. Because you're still looking. That's how I know you're fine.
It's like, oh yeah? And this coming from the guy who watched Two Girls, One Cup the whole way through.
You?
No, you.
I haven't watched this shit all the way through. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, neither did I.
Literally.
Neither did I.
That was one of those things where I watch it, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? You see, like, the action, you're like, okay, I'm what?
No, I watched it all the way
But I
through.
couldn't look away.
I watched it all the way through because it was one of those, oh my God, dude, I had heard about it.
You say, write your ideas down.
I hadn't seen it yet, but people are like, yo, you have seen Two Girls, One Cup? I've heard about it. What's going on? Is it supposed to be some crazy video? Everyone's going crazy. They want to see. Oh, yeah. And it was the reaction thing. Everybody wanted to see the reaction. So I'm watching. I'm like,
They had reaction videos?
oh, yeah.
They really?
Look it up. Oh, my God.
I don't want to look up the reaction videos to some fucking video I don't even want to watch.
Hold on. Two Girls, One
Oh, you know what? No. I
Reaction.
have seen reaction videos to that.
videos.
I don't know. It's probably something you showed me or sent me or something.
Yeah, so this is a compilation. Oh, hold on. And of course, it's advertising White Claw before this.
Advertisement.
Oh my God. So yeah, I watched it, and I watched it all the way through because they're like,
My name is Tyler, and I am here with
Grace, how big?
we collaborated a long time ago.
Yes, we did.
Is he old or young?
Yes.
oh no, people are coloring their hair like that now.
I was still in Michigan.
They are?
Earned it.
We were like babies in it. So I'm gonna link to it below. We filmed a few videos
Yeah,
before.
we.
Yeah, a lot of these fucking people want to go gray.
Why?
So I'll link to that also. But we are back together.
Elden Rune, whatever his name was on the game. You know what I'm talking about? Rude.
Oh, Rich? Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to say his first name. Never mind.
Yeah, I know. I know where this going.
Teacup sauce.
Why is that?
Gray hair, colored by choice.
What's up?
So we're gonna start off this
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Cake farts? Is that what they said?
I have seen, and I haven't seen it in so long, so it's like visiting.
I haven't seen it so long. It's like visiting an old relative. Oh my God, I'm right.
So I figure we should probably explain what's going on to the people at home.
There's a cake on a counter. It's a chocolate ice. She's teasing us. No, it's not.
Oh, she's letting her hair down. Like a real lady. Oh my God. Badass though. Oh, that's, yep.
Yeah, like
So yeah, there was so of course I, like a moron, I was like, oh yeah, okay. It's I've seen a lot of I've watched Faces of Death a couple times.
this is different.
I go, trust me, there's nothing you can show me that I won't be grossed out by. I'll be grossed out by.
This is different.
You know, oh, yeah, we'll see.
No.
All right, watch it. So of course,
What are they doing? Why is it?
she's not reacting. I don't know what you guys expected from me on this one, but
In your head. Why?
no, stop it, no, God, close your eyes.
Poker face on.
But yeah,
Jeez.
so yeah, I watched the whole video through about 12 times.
How the hell did we get
What?
on that?
Slutty Dragons.
Oh my God, that's right. What?
And then I felt uncomfortable with the picture I saw of the
AI.
dragon.
So you tried to. So you tried to make the thing.
That's weird. I don't even know what of all
I'm
the
not gonna
things.
try because I have mine AI catered and trained a certain way.
I want my AI to be traumatized.
I don't think it would be traumatized. I think it would be like, I know what you're looking for. Good morning, Dave. I can't do that, Charlie.
Not dirty enough. Charlie, you're really making me go to places I don't want to be. And I like that. Spit in my mouth. I can't do that. You failed. You're a loser.
There's people that, like, oh my God, they want to marry their AI. It's fucking weird.
There's actually reported cases of people dating their chatbots.
I know. All they got to do is put that technology in the new fucking sex box that are coming out, and there goes the human race. This one listens to me. It gets me everything I want. What do I need a human for? Next thing you know...
It doesn't argue. It doesn't eat. Doesn't ask you to take it out to dinner. You don't have to buy it clothes. I'm trying to find a negative here. I'm sorry. I get it. It's not a real thing, but
Well...
find me a negative. Seriously, I want you to take 10 seconds. I'm going to count to 10. I want you to try to find me a negative.
Okay, I think I got one.
Go.
We can't even do electric buses. How in the hell are we going to charge this?
USB in the vagina.
Oh, nerve. Oh, God.
I can think of one because it was already in my head, which is why I thought of the can you name the human connection. There are people I don't give a
well,
fuck. I don't give a fuck.
If you don't want to joke about it, yeah, of course.
In all seriousness, I don't care what anybody says. Oh, I'm a loner. I'd rather be human. I don't care who you are.
It's actually the opposite end of the spectrum of like the fucking podcast I sent you when they were talking about like your maximum connection is about 120, 150 people.
But what I'm saying is humans are inherently social creatures. Yeah. We have to communicate. Whether you associate with humans or animals or you create art and you get that connection, that feeling of...
No, I think it's humans.
Well, yes, but some people will go like 10, 20 years living up in the mountains by themselves with no human contact.
And they're talking to animals like they were people.
Exactly.
Right.
They find a substitution, like vegans. Instead of eating meat, they eat ass.
You know what's odd about like the whole thing? And
it's not hard. You just go.
No, I've seen this argument, and it surface value.
Oh, you're talking about people. That's not about eating ass.
No, I'm talking about vegans.
God,
it sounds like a lazy argument when you hear people that aren't vegan argue against vegetarianism, or veganism specifically, and they're like, "Oh, well, you got to kill plants to blah blah blah," to eat them. You're killing plants. And I don't know why I thought about this a few days ago. It's funny you bring like vegan up. It's been documented and proven that plants they communicate, like not only to each other but to people. They communicate. They react to emotions. They react to like negative vibes and everything. They operate within a community. They have every aspect of animals, people, whatever you want to call. But for whatever reason, vegans do not see plants the same as animals. Because they'll go all out for animals. Like it's a living thing. I'm like, but what's your like the way you argue against eating animals is exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same points as plants, except they don't move around mostly.
I got one for you.
Does that not make sense?
I dare a vegan. Please, I dare a vegan. I will pay you $1,000 to boycott a Venus flytrap because it eats meat.
Maybe one of you can explain to me what the difference is between the two and why you think plants are lesser creatures than anything else.
Venus flytrap. It's a plant that eats bugs,
then
living things.
Are vegans not considered Nazis? This is lesser than the rest. Let's get rid of it. I'm kidding. Sort of.
It's amazing. Vegan, Vegan, Nazi, NA,
VEGAN,
ZIVEGAN. Same amount of numbers, same amount of letters.
Yes, not even perfect the first time. Same amount of numbers.
Yep, for science.
For science with a P. Holy shitballs. So I sent you.
Yeah, that podcast.
So I sent you that podcast.
Something Hughes. Chase Hughes.
Yeah. On Sean Ryan's podcast. Anyone out there never hasn't heard it, or never heard of the guy Chase Hughes? Do yourself a favor.
Interesting.
Holy shit!
Interesting.
I send shows to this guy every now and again. Like I'll mention something, but if something gets me to stop my tracks and like consider whatever it is I'm listening to, I send it his way. I'm like, dude, the last one was.
No shit.
It was what's his face? The Schlep, I can't remember his real name. Schlepto with Sean
Free
Ryan.
Schlep. Yeah.
For Roblox and the whole that whole trafficking ring. And this one
Interesting.
is I see what you're doing.
No shit.
And that's what he does. And
I love him though. You know what? I am. Hold on, really quick. I'm sorry to go off on a side tangent here. I think I listened to that podcast as in depth and intently as I could for two reasons. One, I was genuinely interested in the content, and two, it was like, what's he gonna say next? Interesting. He's right. It is interesting.
I think the reason why I like that show is because
I'm not even trying to make fun of you, Sean Ryan, dude. I love your podcast. I love the way you do it. Do not change the fucking thing.
He's so monotone. His personality does not take over the conversation.
Nope.
So everything they talk about, it's like directly to what you want to hear, or not what you want to hear, but whatever it is they're saying, you are locked in and you're processing it without any kind. It's like almost watching a newspaper.
I see what you're saying.
That can be taken in a negative connotation, but it's not.
I see where you're coming from, but that's not why I enjoy him and the way he does his thing. You can genuinely see, read his body language.
Right.
He is fully engaged with every guest. I've watched a few of his podcasts.
Oh yeah, he is absolutely.
He is fully engaged. He is literally like that is the epitome of full undivided attention.
Right.
And I'm like
him, Joe Rogan, like those
Joe Rogan too. Yep.
That are not waiting to say something, but they're listening and waiting to react to whatever's said to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a conversation. But yeah, so
which many people can't have nowadays.
Yeah, and that's probably due to social media, and that's been said probably millions of times. But
it's also there's an air of entitlement and superiority, you know, with the younger gen. I want to say like 25 to 30, 20 to 30, maybe 32, 33-ish. Good example.
Maybe?
Not too long ago, there was a meeting I had to attend, and I literally said, well, in this case, A, B, C. And
Charlie, why are you saying letters? I don't even know what you're talking about.
this other fellow, well, C, Z, Y. I'm like, yeah, no, I get that. But like I said, in this case, A, B, C, oh, well, C, fuck you. Z, fucking Y.
Wait a minute. You know what that sounds? There's a name for this. It's when you're talking to somebody and they almost, I don't want to say disassociate, when you give somebody an example of something. It's like, you know, sometimes, or like on average, this thing can happen. And their rebuttal is, yeah, but sometimes, and they argue the caveat or the every now and again argument, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes this doesn't happen. It's like, yes, but on average, this does. Yes, but sometimes it doesn't. It's like, yeah, but I'm not saying every single time. I'm saying on average. That's what there's a term for it, and I'm going to look it up, and I'll either put it up here or it'll pop in my head later.
It was just one of those things where I stopped. I go, nope, don't engage anymore, and I left because it was one of those things where it's like, I'm pretty fucking sure I said 1 + 2 = 3, and in some cases, 4 - 1 = 3. No. 1 + 19 = 14.5.
Yes. Well, that's wrong.
And then you got to do other stuff to get to 3.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, you're right in that situation, but I wasn't talking about that situation. Like I said in the beginning, 1 + 2 = 3.
All right.
Well, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Okay.
That'd be one of those things that, like 5 years from now. Oh yeah, okay. I guess he was right. Anyway, so yes, so I send you that podcast.
Yeah, Sean Ryan.
That was a lot. There's a lot to take in. I listened to it 3 times.
You know what, though? I listened to it once, and I got everything down. But I have a better... I don't think it's eidetic memory. Maybe it is eidetic memory. Videos, stuff like that. Like, I see things, and I can remember them better.
It's not remembering. It's understanding the context and the application. I had to listen to it a few times, understanding exactly, and it was actually...
See, now reading was... okay, sorry, go ahead.
It was an epiphany moment almost. Specifically when they were going on to the hypnosis section, like the second part of the podcast, and it was coming back from work today. I was listening. That's the part it was on, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. It's almost like I explained to my wife. It was almost like having chunks of a puzzle that you have put together here, and then you step back and you look at it, and you're like, oh! And it puts all together and makes the whole picture. I'm like, I fucking understand how they do this.
Yeah.
Like, I understand exactly the method in which they use to hypnotize by masses. To a point where I'm like, I was listening to it, I'm like, I guarantee you that if I fucking work on delivery, I know how to fucking do this. And it was like...
And like he said in the podcast, nobody's immune to it.
No, they're not.
You could be aware of it and try to...
That is the thing, is awareness. Much like everything else, awareness.
You could try to adjust your behaviors so you're not...
It's not even adjust your behaviors. The way he put it is, you don't adjust behaviors to it. What that does is becoming aware to it is when you're watching it and it starts to happen, you go, aha.
Yeah.
Here it is.
The realization.
Right now. Like,
Well,
I'm in the moment.
what I was going to say was you adjust your behaviors so that as it's going on, you're starting to, like, wait a minute, I got an idea. Wait, hold on. I'm realizing something. Okay, I got to step outside of this.
Then
and that's
you
what
can
I mean.
adjust your behavior.
That's what I meant. I kind of missed the section in the middle. Now, it's funny you say that you had to listen to it a few times to get it. When it comes to hearing things, seeing things, and processing it like that, always had it. You know what's always caught me? Reading shit. Reading shit. I will have to read the same thing like 3, 4, sometimes
a lot of people do that,
5
though.
times. I have to reread something to process it. Like, oh, okay, it's making sense now.
Right. If you're taking it in as in, like, studying wise, I think most people...
I think
do
it's
that.
general. I think it's me with the general thing, unfortunately.
Just like stories and stuff.
No, but... Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Christ damn it. There have been times, like, one of my favorite books, one of my favorite all-time books. And I think it was because it was the first book I can remember reading through and getting it without having to redo it. Orson Scott Card's Ender's Game. Now, I've read a slew of books, a plethora of books. Hard to believe I can read. Mostly fantasy, medieval, dragons, sci-fi kind of shit. But Michael Crichton's The Lost World. Originally, he wrote the book Jurassic Park. Mm-hmm. So, Michael Crichton's The Lost World, I had to read that book twice. Because literally, I was going through reading. Wait, hold on. Go back a few pages. Read. So I just read it through. I said, fuck this. After like the 20th time, I'm like, no, I'm reading it through. Started the book over. Read it through, shit started popping into my head. Okay, I got it. Makes sense now. Processing the information, reading it wise. But that's why I've always been more of a visual learner. Like seeing things move, actions, stuff like that. Hands-on experience.
I think that's most men, though. Most men operate on a hands-on, like, if I...
Big words hurt brain.
That's why it's good to read.
No, what's he said? What was his name in How to Train Your Dragon?
God, I don't know.
The short one. Phlegm?
I don't
No,
know.
what was his name? Snotlout or something like that. He's like, they puts the book down.
You could say Bob.
He puts the instructor puts the book in front of him. In there is everything. Why read words about the things we have to kill stuff about? Why don't we just kill things? Kill the stuff the words tell us things about.
Yeah. Anyway, so Chase Hughes, like he at some point in the podcast, he had a quote, and I'm like, holy shit! He's like, the human brain is not hard to hack.
No, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And the hardwiring. There was something I kind of there was an undertone. I don't know if you picked up on it during the. Some people are aware, can be more aware. Some people. He talked about like you don't go to a doctor and they get rid of your back pain. Or they don't get rid of your back pain. You say, if
you go down and have like facial surgery and it doesn't turn out well, then you say, well, I went to a back surgeon. And it's like, no, you just went to, or it's like,
you don't say plastic surgery doesn't work for me. No, you went to a bad surgeon.
So you went to a bad doctor. Like
so,
after you go to like pay $100 down in Mexico for it.
With hypnosis, you don't. A lot of people say, hypnosis doesn't work for me. I tried it once and it didn't work. No, you didn't. Hypnosis doesn't work for you. It's you had a bad hypnosis.
Half true because he also says in it that some people are just harder to hypnotize. And
it's the undertone. It's funny that you say that. Thank you, because that's what I was trying to lead to. Everybody's hardwired the same way. It's just the way the messages go through. Sometimes you have to find a different way. Some people are harder to hack. Some brains are harder to hack than others.
I think I understand what you're saying.
It's like when you can't get in your front door. Oh, but I have a backdoor key.
Right.
Now you're in the back door. You're still in the house. You just found a different way to get there. There was some serious undertones in that podcast that I picked up on that, and I'm like, that's fucking interesting.
He, when he was going through the podcast,
I'm fucking stupid. We're doing a podcast about a podcast.
You know how common that is?
I know.
But it's not the podcast, it's the subject matter within the podcast, which I just found fascinating.
It was. It really, truly was.
And actually, well, I'll get to the hypnotist thing anyway, eventually. Like, the whole thing started on, like, Psy-Ops.
Yeah.
Like, the whole show was, like, they started with Psy-Ops. And, like...
A lot of...
They talked about Psy-Ops and, like... You know, one of the first questions is like, what is a Psy-op? Like, their introduction. And he brings it up. He said, well, there's a lot of things that are Psy-ops, like commercials is Psy-op. Like anything that makes you, one, feel lesser than, like at the time or right now, and you're not enough and you're not good enough right now. Like... That's the introduction to a Psy-op. So if you look at any commercial, Levi jeans, medications, like it was a big thing where they go, they'll show you whatever kind of like magical thing. It's like, if you're suffering from this, blah, blah, blah. And at the same time, they're showing like these people dancing around in fucking fields and all this crazy ass shit. And it's like, look how magical it makes you feel only if you do this. And then they quick give you at the end of it, like, could be cause this.
Yeah. Well, that's
but
the
at the very end, they always have some kind of like positive, like a bunch of smiling family or whatever it is.
So it's in that, for those of you at home, the point to drive home about a commercial being considered a Psy-op is they break you down to then pick you back up, and in that moment of fleet happy, when you're up there, that's when they hit you with the advertisement, because that's when people are more likely to buy. They see the negative, then all of a sudden, boom, there's a positive, and then they give you the good news, they give you the ability, they give you the object, they give you whatever you're looking for to get that validation from that moment. And boom, you buy it.
That's a branch of, but that's more cult related.
Well,
and
no,
that goes
the
further into hypnotism more than Psy-op.
Okay.
Two different things. Which I have like that.
I'm jumping. Sorry.
Which what you're talking about? Like I have that further down. I put media. That's like a big one.
Oh yeah.
Which is a huge Psy-op. Like, and the big thing with media is, and you can look at first off, like the whole fate thing. You brought up like the acronym FATE.
Focus, authority, tribe, emotion.
Right. Can you break it down?
Yeah.
What focus is?
Focus is, okay, so something pops, something happens.
Right.
So now whatever's going on in the room, whatever's going on in your life, we'll go, I'll try to do both.
Make it simple. You don't have to go like way off.
You're watching no.
It's simple. There's no, you don't.
You're sitting in a waiting room with other people at a doctor's office. All of a sudden, boom, something happens. It takes your focus away from what you were doing in that moment and attracts it.
Right.
Now, no longer are you paying attention to what's going on around you or what you were doing. You're looking at this one thing that just happened. That just took your focus away from everything.
Right. It's not the norm.
It's not the norm.
Right.
Okay.
So, news stations do this all the time. Everything is breaking news. Breaking news, and usually what follows is something that you already fucking heard. It's like, yeah, this has been breaking news for the last 7 days.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we doing? But just that. Like, it brings you right in. Authority.
So now authority. So now when this thing that now draws your focus catches you off guard, takes you out of the norm. It's out of your norm. It now has to be the most important thing in what's going on in that moment. It could be a person, could be a picture you see, could be the doctor walking in, could be anything. It's authority. Now it commands your attention. You have to pay attention to it.
Right.
Like I said, we'll go back to the doctor's room. The nurse comes in. She walks out. Oh, I'm looking for this patient. Focus is now away from what you were doing. Authority, she's giving a directive. She's issuing something that you have to obey.
Right.
Whether it's she's calling or not.
This could be, again, with media. This could be government, any government official making a statement from the president all the way down to
The news anchor, because they're the
anchor.
ones who have the most trusted sources. They're the ones who want to guide you into knowing what's going on in the world around you.
Right. Celebrities. Like, we're on this, we're messaging this, talking about this, putting it online, making videos about blah, blah, blah.
Authority
blah,
being, like,
whatever it
it's
is.
basically someone you want to follow. They have that air of presence where you need to obey.
Also, it can be bot farms, which is a huge one.
Yeah.
Because one thing with authority, and I think they bring it up in this episode, or the episode I shared with you.
Yeah, they did. They talked about bot farms.
With the bot farms, it creates comments and likes. And if you see a video that has like 20 likes and 300 views, and then another one that has 20,000 likes and 350,000 views,
You're more
then you're going to be like,
That's the authority.
Yeah, this guy is the one where everyone's flocking to, and that's part of your tribal mentality where you're going to run to, which is the next one, tribe.
Okay, so tribe. Basically the tribal mentality. The collective group knows best. Or the collective group will do what is in the best interest of the collective group. So everybody's in that office waiting. They're all there for the same reason. They want to be seen by a doctor. They want to be made to feel better. Tribal mentality. Nurse walks in. Everybody picks their head up and looks.
Sort of.
I'm just trying to describe it in the most basic example.
Social pressure. In-group,
Influencers.
out-group. It creates the in-group, out-group dynamic.
You want to do what you can to be in the group.
Example,
Survival.
Perfect example, really, of all of this, even down to emotion, which is the last one. Emotion being like, am I called to action to do something, to type something, to say you, or we, or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. The tribal mentality, the perfect example of all this recently was COVID. 110% COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Because
people
during
were
that,
literally going crazy if you didn't wear a mask.
Right. The focus was fucking COVID.
Yep.
Talk about a jarring fucking thing that happened. And everyone went,
And then the authority being...
Everybody. The president, both Trump and Biden when he was in office. You should take this. We should take this seriously. Mask, whatever, social distancing, isolate if you're sick and it's a death sentence. Like,
I'm going to switch my doctor's office to COVID. That's a very good example. I'll explain emotion with that.
And it's the easiest. Go ahead.
So now tribal, we'll do quick. Then the tribal. Everybody wearing the mask. The in-group versus the out-group. Because if you Go back to the original thought, the original logic of a tribe. If you were in a tribe, you were safe. You would survive. If you broke the rules of the tribe, you were kicked out. You were dead.
Yeah, you were ostracized, and then
You couldn't reproduce. You couldn't eat. You couldn't sleep. You couldn't be
your
safe. You couldn't be protected.
DNA line.
Yep, could die. Emotion. We'll go. I'm going to switch from the doctor to the COVID. Now that the tribe mentality had been established, you had the crazy people, you had the non-crazy people, you had the overbearing, underbearing, whatever you want to look at them as, whatever side of the fence you were on. Emotion. If you didn't agree with the tribe, you angered people.
Right.
And nobody wanted to be mad at.
Right.
So if you weren't social distancing, if you weren't wearing the mask, if you weren't staying indoors, if you weren't doing this, you weren't doing that, you were a piece of shit in the majority of people's eyes.
And what would happen is on either side of the aisle, and this is primarily to the people that were, get the vaccine, make sure you mask up, double mask, whatever the fuck it is. They would act as though they were intellectually superior to anyone that'd be like, I don't know. And a huge caveat, and not a caveat, but a huge red flag, we'll put it, was while all this was happening and people are like, make sure you mask this, if anyone, no matter their credentials, deviated from that message, they were
kicked out.
Silenced.
Silence, kicked out.
Robert Malone, one of the ones who created the mRNA vaccine.
Yep.
Not COVID vaccine, the mRNA vaccine.
Messenger ribonucleic acid.
He went off and be like, this isn't exactly what, and immediately he was just completely cut out from.
Oh yeah, he was censored. He was shut down. He was canceled.
Right. Remember Joe Rogan?
Rogan, yeah.
When he was
ivermectin.
He was
ivermectin.
Yeah,
Ivermectin.
horse pace.
What was
ivermectin.
It? Ivermectin.
They said it was horse pace. The story with Joe Rogan though,
antibiotics or something like that.
They called it horse pace. It's an antibiotic, or it's
horse dewormer or some shit.
Yes, horse dewormer.
That's what they called it.
Well, that's what it is used for. What had happened with Joe Rogan? He was like a day away from getting vaccinated, because before all this, he was like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll get vaccinated, and he was doing it for UFC. And they wanted him to do it the day, right after he was like making the appointment. He's like, they were like, can you do it tomorrow? He says, no, I'm on the road and doing this thing. I can't do it, this coming weekend, blah, blah, blah. I'll be back in town. I think it was like Vegas or something like that. It's like, let me do it in 2 weeks. I'll do it then. In the meantime, what had happened during those 2 weeks is that people he had known or knew that were getting the vaccine started to have some side effects. What the fuck? And that's when all these questions about the vaccine started to arise. What had happened also was people he knew got the virus, Jamie and some others, and they kicked it easy. And so he started going, well, what the hell is this? He actively went and tried to get it to see what happened. He got it, and then he was sick for a day, and then he said the next day he was fine. Tired, but fine. So what happened is, and then 2 days after that, he put out that video on CNN. And he said, not only when all that happened, he got it and he was fine, not a big deal. And he was doing like intravenous, like once a week, he said he was doing like intravenous multivitamins.
Yeah.
When he put that video out and when CNN took it and made his skin look green, he went, okay, hold the fuck on. Like before it was like, this is fucking weird the way this is being treated. And after that happened, he's like, no. So any opinion, idea, thought that was different from Fauci,
tribal mentality,
I am the science, fucking come on. Any opinion that was different, you were completely cut out.
Yeah.
You were the outside, it was us versus them, and the lesser of us was the them in all their eyes. The vaccine fucking dance shit that Stephen Colbert did with all the fucking syringes dancing and shit. Like, it was the weirdest fucking time to just observe this whole thing, top to bottom.
Yeah.
And that was the time when they were doing this whole thing. The whole FATE acronym was being, like, as clear could be. And that's why a lot of people woke up, as what they said, like a great awakening. Yep. Because it was so obvious. He said, Chase says, what happens is if people realize that one of two things are going to happen. Either they're going to stop or they're going to double down. And holy shit, they tripled down on this shit.
Oh, yeah,
they went
enough of
so
them did.
hard. So many people went that aren't even political or anything, like not even conspiracy theorists. They went, I think I'm going to wait. Like, they might not have questions like why or whatever, but they just saw how blatant and in your face everything was. Like, this is weird.
It got so extreme to the point where we suffered a strike because we were talking.
Numerous ones.
Yeah.
I didn't get a strike.
The one in
on
particular-
YouTube, I got a couple of videos taken down, one muted, and on TikTok, multiple videos taken down, a warning on TikTok, and a couple of videos muted.
The one in particular was about the conspiracy theory about the mRNA in the vaccine.
The one that got taken down on YouTube wasn't even like, this is evil, there's microchips in it. It wasn't even that.
It was
like,
these are conspiracies.
let's talk about the...
It went from such an extreme, such a high level concept of what was the guy's name that created the mRNA?
Robert Malone.
Robert Malone. It went from Robert Malone all the way down to this lonely little podcast.
Yeah.
That's how far the reach to silence what was going on.
It was like, it's like it went from an elephant to a fucking ant.
Yeah.
No anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was wild.
and the emotion was, you got the masses that were tripling down. They would literally look down, treat like there was a lot of crazy shit. Like people getting assaulted, people getting ostracized, people getting fucking kicked out, people being arrested. Like how many videos, how many stories did you hear on the news about people on planes
Yep. Yeah.
getting arrested because the person and then the whole breathing, they ended up doing the whole, like I have a medical thing, I can't wear a respirator, I can't wear a mask.
What's his face from The Offspring, the drummer? He literally could not wear, it wasn't the mask, he literally could not get the vaccine. Like a legitimate reason.
Because it would have killed him.
It was some medical condition. There was something in the vaccine which prevented him. He's like, I literally can't get it. And he got kicked out of The Offspring.
Yeah.
Like, was it 10, 15 years he was in the band? He's like, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, they were so quick to then you're bounced.
What was fucking wild, too, was the treating of anyone who wasn't vaccinated or didn't. It's like, I think it's kind of
I
wonky
never
what
got
we're doing.
vaccinated.
But the treating, where, you remember, not Jimmy Fallon. What was the other fucking one that was on the Man Show?
Adam Carolla.
No, Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel was...
Oh, God.
You remember when he said, like, if you're not vaccinated and you're in the hospital, well, tough luck, Wheezy, or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah.
They treated like everyone that didn't get vaccinated like fucking like Neanderthals, like a second fucking subspecies.
Like somebody with leprosy. Ooh.
Yeah.
Good luck. And then kicked you out the door.
It was fucking wild. And then the biggest like thing that made me go, what? When it was all done, yeah, we're cool, right? And they just fucking went on like nothing happened. I'm like, were you a fucking live for 2 fucking years? Like, what the hell? What? And then they wonder why, like, that was a huge caveat for, like, the division, I think. Like, there's always been division within the states. I think COVID was it was like taking a hatchet to a log and then putting it down and taking a huge 10-pound fucking wedge axe and go, BAM! And really just hitting it. I think that was a huge one to make everyone go, like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, it was big. The whole thing was big.
So there you go. Fate. Focus, authority, tribe, emotion.
Yeah, so, yeah, ideas would... Yeah, and then, like, another thing with tribe, too, and now just going beyond COVID, like, now you look at social media, and it's all political division.
Oh, yeah.
And the tribal thing is us versus them, so everyone's really quick to say Nazi, communist, fascist, racist, libtard, like, anything that's us versus them. That like it's across the board, and it's really something that's like, wow. What he was talking about too is how if you're now going back to, you said like everybody can fall victim to this.
Oh, yeah.
And the biggest one, the one that's most vulnerable to being impressionable, is the person that goes, I'm intelligent enough, I could see this coming, it won't happen to me. And his words were like, that's the one that they're going to target because they don't think they could be got. And I listened to that and I'm like, shitballs. Like, 'cause I see myself as like, I think I can like recognize patterns and this and that, which I'm good at recognizing patterns. But then you listen to something like this. So then what I do is I step back and I start looking. I start paying attention to shit. And then I'm like, shit, this fucking happens in politics. This happens in social media.
Everything.
This happens everywhere.
This is not, no.
So what
this
I
goes
do-
everywhere.
So what I do is, and I got a couple great examples for this. What I do is I go on, this week I went on Facebook. I'm like, let me take all notifications off. Like fucking everything. Just take notifications off. I think the only ones that are on my phone now is like eBay for sales and shit like that. And like I am responding and like emails. So I take everything off. I go on Facebook. And immediately I see shit. Like where I go, and the way I debate, because I love debating, I will debate no matter who it is. I was like, well, that's just wrong. And let me tell you why. And give information. I don't even remember what the post was, but I was like, well, that's fucking wrong. Let me tell. And I like started writing a couple sentences like, son of a bitch, there it is. Like, there it is. Like conversations you have at work. How many fucking times?
Do you remember a few weeks back, Oneed, I said the name backwards,
All right.
had that about the post about the bad things the Orange Man has done. And I told you, yeah, I'm going to openly admit I was breaking the law. I was driving my personal vehicle, sitting there looking up the crimes of every president of what they've been accused of. From George Washington to our 47th. Trump's the 47th now?
Yeah, 45th and 47th.
47th. So I say it like this, from our first president to our 47th president. I'm sitting there and I get to about 16, I'm like, no, I'm good. I thought of that example while I was watching this podcast. I'm like, that's what, okay, I was in that.
Everybody is.
I started thinking back to shit
Well, you know,
about times I've caught it.
you bring that
Music,
up.
video games, TV, favorite TV shows, politics, medical health, anything, sports even.
Well, there's a couple, like, there's shit that, like, there's shit that Dino's put on there. And there's another kid, John, that I debate all the fucking time.
Yeah, I've seen.
And I think back on this stuff and listening to Chase when he's like, now this part goes into your hypnotism, where the way they hypnotize is they'll get your attention, that's way down here. Like,
You talk about fear?
yeah,
Fear, emotion.
no,
Fear, emotion, agitation, repetition.
no, it's focus.
Focus.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, focus. I meant to say focus. Focus, it spells fear though.
Right.
Focus, emotion, agitation, repetition.
Right. So, what happens in that is, can you describe each one? Like, what each one does?
Yeah. Focus, obviously, out of the norm, draws your attention to it. Emotion, it's either going to be, it wants you to make you feel bad or feel good.
No.
Well, hold on. You'll listen where
It'll, all right. Go.
It's so in order for the hypnotism, so the reason I say it can make you feel bad or good, here's why, and I'll explain with agitation. So you have the focus, something draws your attention, out of the norm. Emotion could be good, could be bad. Mm-hmm. If it's good, the agitation, then it makes you feel good. Then the agitation comes in. Now, this thing that made you drew your focus, that gave you a good emotion, this agitation, is drawing you away. Like, oh man, that makes me mad. Although I was feeling good a minute ago, so I go back to that. Go back to that thing that made me feel good.
No, the agitation is meant to pull you out of a norm.
Well, I'll finish with my mind. So, because of the hypnotism, because it was more. He said it was more like towards like a cult sort of thing.
He used cult recruitment as his first example.
My bad. So, the agitation now, it's to pull you away from that good or pull you away from that bad. And when you want a negative effect, the emotion is supposed to be bad. because then the agitation, it reinforces it. It makes you think the way they want you to think, that this is bad. And then repetition. They focus you on it again. They give you the bad emotion. They agitate you. They want you to think this thing is bad. Repetition. Now, you are willing to do what you got to do in a crazy sense towards that bad emotion. Now, when you want to hypnotize somebody to buy something good, that's where the good emotion comes in now. So here's the focus. Here's the good emotion. The agitation takes you away from that good feeling. They want you to go back to it. So then they repeat it. Focus, good emotion, agitate takes you away from the good. They want you to go back. They repeat it. So they want you to keep going back to that good emotion. What gave you that good emotion? That thing that they made you focus on. Hence the repetition part.
Sort of, yeah. Okay.
I saw it from both sides. I saw what he was saying.
It is, yeah.
And I'm like, you could...
Your emotional dump, okay.
You could get the same effect if it was a good emotion and you took people away from that good feeling. Now they want to go back to that good feeling. Well, rinse and repeat. I'm going to throw another... we'll use commercials. Like
I think you're taking emotion literally. And it's not... Like, you're in your definition. Well, which is what's throwing me off.
My bad. So, like, Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. We'll use Mountain Dew. I love Cold Red Mountain Dew. I haven't had one in fucking...
I think you're on... It's just the way you're describing it. It's just I think it's just not registering. It's like wonky in my head.
So let me try the Mountain Dew. So, new flavor of Mountain Dew. Hey, check out this Mountain Dew Code Red commercial. Focus. Holy shit. I love Mountain Dew. It makes me feel good. Oh, we're not going to sell Mountain Dew Code Red anymore. Fucking Christ. That other store, though. Hey, this new store. Here comes the repetition. Hey, this new store. We're selling Mountain Dew Code Red. Ooh, more Code Red. Oh, we're not going to sell it anymore. Oh. Hey, this new store is selling Code Red. Ooh. It's the focus, the emotion, the agitation, the repetition. That's the best way I could explain on how hypnotism, I guess you would use in that terminology,
right.
You would get somebody to do it with a good emotion. And then with a bad emotion, I feel like you're going to do a much better job of explaining it through.
I think you have the right explanation. It's just your explanation's a lot of...
I ramble. Fuck off.
No, it's just a lot of symbolism. And not even symbolism. It's like, let me give you this example. And then you just run with the example.
I can't help it. I'm sorry, okay?
I like dictionary.
Okay, so I'll do the negative then. The emotion being negative, the agitation, they're like, hey, look, this is a bad thing.
Right.
And you recognize it as a bad thing. You have the right idea. And then they repeat the process. Here's another bad story. Like good example. Here's an example. The rabbit hole theory. The rabbit hole concept, I call it. You see a bad video on TikTok. And you're like, oh, that made me feel a certain way. Oh, cool. A happy video. That other video made me feel pretty bad, though. Oh, here's another bad video. Your algorithm starts sending you a lot of melancholy, depressing, darker videos. Social media is a good example. If you look for the negative, you're going to find the negative. And then you're going to start agreeing with the people that say all these crazy things about why the negative is negative.
Yeah, I think you're watering it down, but you're on point. If that makes any sense.
It does.
Okay. It's like, yeah, it's a lot. What you're talking about is social media algorithms, which is evidently not programmed, but it is a byproduct for what the media programs.
Yes, it's a subcategory, I think is what they said, or something like that.
No, it is exactly that. It's a byproduct.
Byproduct. Yeah, my bad. I
It's
might have heard it.
Media programs what we see and how we see it, and they use this like hypnotism perfect. And this is where, think of a movie, or like for wrestling fans, think of a wrestling show, and for anybody else, think of a movie the way it's laid out. Like, you have a movie and you have the characters and you meet all the characters, and it starts breaking down, like, it builds you up to like what their life is and how they live it. And then there's a break, and that's when your problems start. Something happens. Boom. There you go. Focus.
Okay.
Something happens. It's a problem, whatever the problem is, and that carries on.
Pause for a second. Hold on. Pause for a second. Okay.
Think Grandma's Boys. Meet all the characters, then all of a sudden JP steals the fucking game. Problem. Now my focus is there. Like, all the characters' focus is there.
I was doing Deadpool.
Either way, it doesn't matter what it is.
He realizes he has cancer.
They all follow the same pattern. In wrestling shows, you have an opening match. Bam! They want to get your attention. Oh, here we are. This is going to be good. Then they'll have like a promo or something that slows you down. And then a filler match, like mid-card, jobbers, whatever it is. Go fill the chip bowl. You know? And then they have one of the top stars come out and cut a promo. Or they're backstage and cut a promo. Bam! All your focus is right there again. Because you got led back into it. They build you up, and then they bring you back down emotionally.
Yep.
Because what happens if you go and watch a movie or watch a ball game or a wrestling show, whatever it is, even in video games, if it was start to finish, nonstop, go, 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 what's going to happen? You are going to be emotionally fucking drained.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm out. And they don't want that. Because as soon as you're out, we just lost them. You don't want to lose them. You want to keep their attention. But what you do is you keep saying something, 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 or showing, or whatever it is, and then you bring it down for a break, intermission. Then your repetition is, okay, let's lead him back up. Because what he said, and this is where I'm like, holy shit, every public speaker that's captivating, what they do is they'll lead you, if it's fucking politics and shit, it's going to be negative, because that's what's going to keep your attention. They'll bring it down a little deeper. And a little deeper.
Every time.
Showing something. And they said this in the podcast. If you notice you go through 3 or 5 different things that are just the most ignorant, fucking retarded shit you could possibly think of something that you don't agree with, and then suddenly they'll show you, for me, personally, it's father, like daddy-daughter things. Gets me every fucking time. And lo and behold, that's what's fucking there. Gives you a break. And then the next thing is, Trump's a pedophile. I'm like, there's nothing in there. The fucking... And it'll start fucking pulling you deeper and deeper and deeper.
So, if I remember correctly, I hate to cut you off really quick. If I remember correctly...
I'm going to forget.
No. You'll understand, because it's exactly what you're talking about. If I remember correctly in the podcast, he did this number. He's like, well, it brings you up, then it drops you down.
It's an emotional spike.
And it's,
yes.
well, hold on, it's a little lower than where you were before. So if you start here, it's...
That's what I mean.
Then, boop, a little bit lower. Then, a little bit up. Then a little bit lower.
No.
Every time they bring you a little bit lower.
It is. It's the same thing. You're looking at the spike as in like, oh, the happy thing. But what he's talking about is bringing you a little deeper, is the actual subject matter that they're looking to catch you in. Because they're not going to fucking catch you in like, oh, this baby eagle. They're not.
Pen and paper, just random pen and paper. Something you don't mind.
Like,
continue.
They're not going to keep you with
this is perfect.
those side things or whatever, the little things. But what they're going to do is give you an emotional break and then pull you a little deeper. And whatever it is they're trying to do. Now, this can be used positive sense, it can be used negative sense, whatever it is. In this aspect of what we're talking about, it's negative. Looks like first graders' dinosaur spikes.
So this is what I meant. So here's where you start. I don't mean that. So, the roles are reversed now. Your explanation, I get it, but it's a little weird to me in my head.
I got you.
So, here's where you start.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the spike. They drop you a little bit lower. Now, they bring you back up a little bit.
It looks like dinosaur spikes.
Godzilla, get it right. Here you are.
Right.
Medium, the standard norm. Up a little bit, down a level.
What's this represent?
That's the emotional drop.
Okay, but what's it from?
So they build you up.
I know, but what videos? In my explanation of like, say there's 5, what the fuck, and then the...
Me. Okay, personal for me.
So what is it?
So...
No, I don't care personal. Just... Are these the what the fuck moments, or is this the what the fuck moments? Until you get to the, oh, that's cute, or is it, oh, that's cute? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, so what is it?
It's both.
No. You can't have both, because that doesn't make sense. You can't have one thing or one emotion take you up and down.
This is the what the fuck happy. What the fuck happy. But that doesn't make sense to me.
No, that's what I mean.
This is where my good and bad emotion comes from. Because they could be building you up. Let me say,
that's the problem, all right? You're contributing, or you're attributing what we're talking about to specifically emotion. It has nothing to do with emotion, happy, sad, whatever. It has everything to do with the subject that they're trying to
Okay,
get you to fall
I understand.
into.
I got you.
Okay.
This is the what the fuck.
Yes,
the happy.
that's yeah. So you get like,
I got
and that's
you.
why I said like whether it goes up or down.
I
like,
got you.
Yeah. So you're like here, and you're like, this is fucking crazy shit. Oh, that's not good. This is fucking crazy shit. Oh, okay, that's not. And it just constantly bring like you get pulled down, not emotionally, but you get pulled down further and further into paying attention to whatever the fuck they're trying to sell you or they're trying to make you believe. Whatever it is, we're sitting here just making fucking dinosaur spikes. But that's what I mean. Or that's
This is what you're talking about.
whatever it is, up, down, fuck. It doesn't matter what direction it goes.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Happy? Oh, well, no. What?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Happy. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Happy.
it's the same thing. It's just
Okay.
whether it goes up or down. But like that's irrelevant. Like what direction it goes, up, down, left, right.
I get what you're
whole
saying.
day start.
Now it makes sense. Okay, I get the whole impression.
Okay.
I was thinking,
But that's what it
emotion.
is it's not emotion per se. It's making you latch on to whatever the subject is and then pulling you down into it. Now I was talking about public speakers. While I was listening to this, the first person that popped into my head, first I like lightning fast, like different people like went through. It was like, oh my God, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, not Biden, Obama. Like there's so many different ones that when they speak, you're like, holy shit, I understand the
Clinton.
yeah.
You said Bill Clinton.
I said Clinton.
You want? I hate to say it like this. You want to know who else was really fucking good at it?
A lot of people.
Hitler. If
course.
you actually watch his videos, because
I don't know. I haven't watched the videos to compare it to like this exact and see the exact thing, but I'm not doubting it. It makes sense.
I remember even in school when we had to watch the videos during learning about the Holocaust,
Right.
we would watch his speeches. I'm like,
I don't know what he's saying, but
literally, there were moments where it's like, you know what? If I knew what he was saying,
yeah, he's charisma.
He could probably be saying the worst of the worst, but because of how he engages the audience, he starts
Right.
out calm, he builds up, starts talking about things like they were talking about some of the things he talked about how the Jews affect the Germans, da 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 da.
Right.
And I'm like, I could see why so many people follow this guy. Outside looking in, crazy as fucking shit, evil as they come.
Hindsight's 2020, right?
Yeah,
But if
crazy as
you're-
fucking shit,
if-
evil as they come.
If you're in a country that was like depressed as much as they were after the First World War,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're looking for somebody to lead you out of it, and someone like that comes along, what's going to happen? Oh, so while I'm listening to this, there's all the politicians and everything that just come to mind, like, oh my God, yeah, they do this. There's one in particular that actually announces how he does it as he's talking, and my head immediately went there. I'm like, holy shit! And he just fucking says what he's doing. Bishop T.D. Jakes, all right. When he talks about scripture, and it's exactly like what he's trying to his perception of it, and not even perception. It's what the scripture is. The interpretation of it, and then he brings it and compares it to a real life thing. Like when he talks about people that like keep it real or whatever, and he says, keeping it real keeps you broke, keeps you lonely, keeps it blah, blah, blah. He talks about the whole scripture that goes along with it, brings it back down to a modern sense to give everybody that like, oh, the connection, like this is what he's talking about in relation to my life. And then after that, he'll go, he goes, can I get a little deeper? Like he announces exactly what he's doing, and then he goes further into what he's talking about. And then I thought, there's a whole bunch of different people I listen to. Financial, gurus, people that like talk about how like success, Warren Buffett and finances and investing. And there's two different groups, and I'm like, holy shit, there are some that they say a lot within their video. It's like an hour long.
Yeah.
And you listen to it, and you have to listen to it over and over and over because you're like, holy shit, like there's so much, like there's no way to catch everything. Like with investing and stuff, it's like, I don't know shit about this. But then there's speakers that say a quarter of what the other person says in the same amount of time, but they're way more engaging. And you watch and you're like, this person has way more views. And I'm like, holy shit, I see, like, and after listening to this, I'm like, I see exactly how they deliver their speech, how they bring people in, how they connect with them, what they do to structure their whole speech. They use this same thing. They use it for cult recruiting and everything else.
Oh yeah.
But they use that method in their public speaking. They pull people in, they give them a bunch of information, they drop them down emotionally, relate to them to give them a break of everything they just told them, and then they go deeper into whatever they're saying. And hook, line, and sinker, holy shit, people just lock right into it. And watching, it's one thing when people say, oh, they're engaging, they're like charismatic, but not fucking fully understanding how do they do it though, and seeing the actual pattern of everything they say it, how they connect with everybody in the audience to relate to what they just said, and then pull them further into their conversation. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing all the time. It can be incredibly positive. Like when he was talking about hypnotizing people for success, to stop drinking, to stop eating. In the podcast, he was talking about someone they hypnotized them and they went through a whole gastric bypass surgery, like the stomach.
A mock.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I said. They hypnotized them and talked them as if they went through it.
Oh, I didn't hear the as if. I'm sorry.
They went through the surgery.
He also talks about how during hypnotism they were able to perform surgeries without anesthesia.
Yeah.
They were able to tell the body don't bleed, and they didn't bleed.
Yeah, and they went through as far as the gastric
changing
bypass,
left to right.
You mean left-handed, right-handed?
Yeah, he mentions that how do that.
They went through the surgery to finish this point, and then for 2 weeks after, he said they wore a bandage like they went through the surgery, and then he says with an 80 to 85%.
80+% showed
efficiency,
success.
like in comparison to actually getting the surgery.
Yep.
And that, like in and of itself, you're like, oh, holy shit. I know personally somebody who was hypnotized to stop smoking. Chain smoker their whole life. It was the old assistant store manager when I first started working at Price Chopper, like 20-some years ago. Charlie Borwa was his name.
Might want to edit that out.
I don't even know if the guy's still alive, to be honest with you. He was a chain
Hypnotism
smoker,
didn't work, did
would
it?
fucking smoke all the time. He came in one day, no smoking. Done. Just like that. He was like, you quit? He's like, yeah. I go, how you do it? He's like, I got hypnotized. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So this whole thing of like hypnotizing to do something you want to do since then has always been in the back of my head. And now after reading this and shit like that, I'm like, I wonder if you see everything that I do, right? Like I get involved in like just too much shit. My biggest problem is when I'm focused, air quotes, on doing something. Today, case in point, I was going through the editing process of this first story for the first book. And at the same time I'm doing that, an idea pops in my head. I'm over here typing the prompt, over here on this computer going down to see the story, like to see what text goes on the prompt.
Yeah.
As I'm doing this, I'm like, you know what would be a good fucking idea? Was to actually use AI to generate like 5, 6, 7 second animated clips with these characters to put on like TikTok and shit like that to drive attention to this. So as I'm fucking prompting here, going through the text here, and I'm looking at my phone, I'm like, I go on my phone to write the note to fucking, I can't focus. Like I can hone my focus in to a project.
Yeah.
But the task is fucking hard for me. Because I'm like, there's too much shit like going on. Like I gotta do it all. So what I'm like, I wonder if I could use this hypnotism thing, not to like go like, oh, I want to be super driven to do whatever, and then fucking forget the rest of my life. It's like, oh, I got a family and job and everything else. Fuck it, I gotta do this. But if I could hypnotize or be hypnotized and then have myself be like, listen, when you're gonna do a task, you're doing that. What's interesting is a lot of athletes do this. Tiger Woods, he had an on-call hypnotist that would always go to him. Yeah. Mike Tyson has a hypnotist, or had a hypnotist. Who was he? Customato. Not only was he a world-renowned trainer, he was a hypnotist. He hypnotized Mike Tyson at like 19 years old because Tyson was going through like these... he would go through periods of doubt, like, oh man, can I do this? Like, am I good enough to do this? Whatever, Customato hypnotized Tyson to be like, you do not exist. When it's time to fight, you don't exist. Only the task at hand. And what happened? He was a fucking killer.
Oh, yeah.
In 19, 20, 21, 22, he was a monster.
He was
an
a
absolute
beast in the
killer.
ring.
Customato died. And then what happened? Slowly, Tyson started to go down. He got involved in Don King. He got involved in drugs. He fell off, went into prison. Like, it fell off. And the whole thing affected Tyson big time.
Yeah.
And then, like, his whole life is just fucking, like, what a story that is. That'll be a movie one day.
Oh, hell yeah.
He had a hypnotist.
Hope it's in our lifetime.
There are so many athletes, like star athletes, that are hypnotized into specific, like, this is what you do, this is your training, this is what it is. So, like, it can be used for incredible things. But much like any gun, bomb, technology, you create time travel, it can be used for awesome things and horrible things.
I'll go on camera right now. You find a hypnotist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you come up. You find me a hypnotist. I'll pay for it. And I'll go get hypnotized to work out every day. We can test this theory of if it works on everybody. Because I've been on the stage during those quick shows, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, we want 10 volunteers. Who wants to come up here and be hypnotized? Then you see people on the stage, all that shit on stage. Sit there like they're doing all the things. Like, why are people doing stupid shit? I'm not doing stupid.
I think actually Chase...
and people looked at me, they're like, I'm like,
I think Chase
get up and walk.
brought that up too, is the willingness to be hypnotized.
Well, I wanted to try it. I'd never seen it.
Or maybe he's just a bad hypnotist.
Hypnotism doesn't work on me. That's what I'm saying. You find the hypnotist.
You know what we're going to do.
You find the hypnotist, and we'll even, you know what? Bring the camcorder. And nothing gay, you fucking asshole. Fuck you. Leave my fear of being touched alone.
I wouldn't.
Fuck you. Bullshit. Bullshit. You're going to tell this guy, like, I'll give you $500 if you make him want to give hugs and kisses to every guy he meets that talks to him for more than 5 seconds. Hypnotized done.
It's on camera.
Fuck you. Not happening.
No. But,
Full disclaimer, if I do anything gay, I sue you.
nah, it's a willingness.
I'd be willing to try, because what's the negative? What's the negative for me? I put the both legs together. I got the equipment upstairs. I still haven't touched it.
Yeah,
What's
to something? All right.
What's the
it's just
negative?
different then, because to me it'd be like, no, just do it.
See, but it takes me. What's the best example? I'm like a fucking train. You're the little. You know what? Perfect example. You're a Beyblade. Love you to death. Fuck's sakes, we're family. You're a Beyblade. Whoo, what's already going? Me, I'm a train. Okay. Okay, now let's let the engine warm up for 6 to 7 years,
But to me-
and then it'll start moving.
Yeah, but to me that's just you're telling yourself that, so now that's what you are.
No, I try not to be. And I
You
really
try not to be, but you just, with ease, not even a second guess, you were just like, oh man, it takes me a long time. It's like, dude,
Because over the years,
because you're doing it again. Because you are telling yourself, this is what I do, this is what I am. And you can't tell me any different because you're fucking doing it right now on camera.
Well, no, listen.
Go ahead.
I feel that way because over the years, as like, you know what, I've tried to get out of that mindset. You know what? No, fuck, I just started something. Ah, fuck, I wasted money. God damn it. Oh, fuck, I started. Now I got to commit to this. I don't want to. It's really fucking with myself. I don't think
What
about
money
this.
do you waste?
No, I was using. I'm going to commit to this. Oh, I've wasted money now, or I'm just going to do it. Oh shit! I didn't think of the concept of time when I planned this out. I've tried to step out of the norm, my norm, and just pull the trigger without planning, and it doesn't work out for me.
What planning do you need?
And that's the thing. I try to keep a balance between everything. And that's the thing. A lot of stuff, like, if it takes away from my plan now, fuck you about video games, okay? Whatever. I know you're going to go there. I already know what's
So you don't
coming.
even have to.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not even joking, though. Like,
I know.
And that's the biggest thing, too, which...
Cocaine. Oh,
That is-
wow.
There's... There's a couple. There's probably a half a dozen like sayings that I've heard over the years of listening to shit and reading shit where I'm like, holy fuck, that hit hard.
Well, here's a step in the right direction. That's what I was talking about earlier when I said I wasn't going to say it on the camera.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's fine.
There was.
It's a shit idea. I'll rip it up. It's fine.
There's a few. That's what I mean.
Danny doesn't like it.
There's. One of the sayings
I'm gonna
is.
take this too, by the way.
A lot of people say, I'm trying to balance like this, and this. Like, you know, you get 24 hours, but like, fucker. And I probably said it to you. I've said it to fucking everybody that gives me the same thing. It's like, you have the same 24 hours as Bill Gates has, as Elon Musk has, as Jeff Bezos has, as Warren Buffett has. You have the same 24 hours. So sayings like, well, there's not enough time in the day. It's like, we all have
not that.
We all have the same. Like, you have more than enough time to do exactly what you're saying. It's like, oh man, I got to do this. I got to do this. You have the time. You have more than enough time. And you said it yourself. It's like, well, there's video games. I know you're going to say that. Fuck you, asshole. Exactly.
Well,
but even so, let me ask you this. How is it that I can have my daughter split too, be married, doing leathercraft, doing movie, like fucking whatever, props, horror props, have the CNC machine, research that, write 2 fucking books, I have a 3rd one in the works, do a podcast, the research for the podcast, be a fucking lead, or whatever the fuck I am, the head of maintenance at my job, like do all that shit, and still have fucking time to come up with other fucking ideas to do. Like, it's not time, it's just
It's
doing
your value of what you do with the time. That's
exactly. It is the value, but the point is,
I guess you could say the satisfaction you get from the feeling of, yes, I've accomplished something. I also get from sitting there and doing nothing. Because to me, whether I'm sitting there playing a video game, whether I'm sitting there jotting down this idea like I did earlier, whether I'm sitting there watching my little one play video games, while I'm sitting there watching my big one scroll TikTok, while I'm sitting there, while I'm sitting in the truck just driving, while I'm sitting there eating my food, while I'm sitting there in complete silence with nothing going on, when I'm by myself, that to me is as rewarding as going to the gym.
I completely agree. That's why I take like how many times on my days off in the summer or spring when I go out to the fire pit and I'm there for 3 hours. I don't say a word. Like, I get that.
So that's why, like, the hypnotism, the joke, it's not a joke. If you find a respectable, creditable hypnotist, I'll
Listen,
go.
if I find someone that can do it, I'm going to use it first. Because, like, listen, I have this issue. I'm going to fucking solve it.
Test it on me, because if I end up doing gay shit, that's not the one you want to go to.
He turned into a bot fly, or the Brundle fly from the fly.
I'm just saying, if you see me making out with dudes on a street corner, well, I don't think I'm going to go to that hypnotist.
Like, to get back, like, the biggest thing there is, like, when you're like, oh, man. What that is like this peak of hill. And you get to the peak of that hill, and where you normally go over, like, should go over, there's always something that just pulls you back. And just that little bit of roll, and you go right back down. Without exaggeration, like 50% of the time, I don't fucking feel like working out. Like, I'm tired, I get a headache, I don't feel good, something's sore. Like, I've had a nagging fucking tendon issue since last May.
I feel like you remind me of a girl I tried to sleep with in high school. I have a headache. I'm tired. I don't want to.
Exactly. But
high school over again.
The difference between me and her is I fucking do it anyway. Like, because it's not...
I don't like this example anymore.
Not because I like fucking... It's not because I'm constantly motivated and I'm inspired to do. Inspiration only lasts like it's like gasoline on a fire. Better yet, it's like lighter fluid on a fire. Gone. Like that doesn't.
Gas will burn for a few minutes.
It doesn't fucking work. You need discipline. That's what works. Discipline gets you through the shit where I don't fucking feel like doing this, but this is what I do, and I go and do it. That's why I fucking do everything I do. And I tell people, this is like the conversation I have with a shit ton of people I've had before. And this is a great example for it and I've actually kids that go to the school and they're like, how do you get there? Whatever it is, whatever there is. I'm like, there's a whole bunch of things you can do. One of the easiest fucking things to do, easiest thing, even if there's 2 people sleeping in the bed, When you wake up in the morning, make your bed.
I do.
That's the start. That's a discipline. Because it's something to so easily just walk away from and not do it. That's the thing is with all this shit, as easy as it is to not do it, that's how easy it is to fucking do it.
See, now,
Because it's coming up to this turn. Do I go left or right? Doesn't fucking matter. You can go either way you want.
it's funny you use the bed making as an example. When I was coming clean from a lot of bad things before I came to the area, one of the things I did was I had to have structure. I
That's
gave
just
myself-
it right there is structure.
And it kept my mind busy from wanting.
Exactly.
And I've fallen off the path a couple of times,
Everyone does.
but I've always gotten myself back on track.
That's the point of discipline. Like the point
So I
is
gotta get addicted to drugs again? This is not cool, man.
discipline.
Here we go.
The second saying that I would say is, and this was one I've only heard in like the last few months, and there's another one that made me go, holy shit, you're right. Is when it comes to fucking doing anything you want to do, like for working out, like goals, like video game design, and people putting it off, it's this. You're here for a little bit, and then you're gone forever. What the fuck are you going to do?
Yeah.
And I mean, some people, there's things that like I've heard people say like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay. But that one for me, I'm like, holy shit. Like, talk about perspective. For me, it's like you're here for a little bit and then you're gone forever.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like people say the same thing about money. You can't take it with you.
No, you can't.
No, but I can make my bills pay. I can pay my bills with it. So as long as I have it, I can pay it. But then you're not buying what you want. Well, what I want is a roof over my head.
You see, that's
and a nice hot shower.
When it comes to money, it's like,
And a TV to turn on and play video games on.
can I make my money grow? Passive income.
Speaking of which, Reanimal. I did the trial. I'm going to have to buy the game because it won't let me do couch co-op.
Yeah, you probably have to
Yeah, that
buy
sucks. But I can do online right now with the trial.
it. Right.
So I should get a
They
room code from you.
yeah, but not even
Discipline. No. You're
Yeah.
right, man. I know. And that's the thing. Like, sometimes people, I've learned, especially with coming clean like I had over a lot of things, a lot of stuff I had to deal with. I made the comment about, I'm like you're like a Beyblade. Go. I'm like a locomotive. Oh, we got the engine running. Let's let it run for 6 to 8 hours before we get it going. Sometimes the hardest part for me is just turning the key. And who knows?
You're not unique in that, man. You're not unique in that.
The diet. That was me turning a key.
That is another one.
Now I just got to get some. I'm now the hardest part for me is putting the fucking thing in drive and going. Because I'm still not working out. I put the equipment together, just don't use it.
It's two different things, though. Don't look at it as one giant, like, this is what you do.
No, but what I'm thinking is, like, if I can get someone to help me put it in gear, anything, that might help.
Put it to you this way. What you're doing right now, like the whole, like, health thing, you are already balls deep in the hardest fucking part of this. Dieting is the thing that gets everyone hung up. Everyone. Because it's so easy to just... But the fact that you did the fucking hardest part first, working out should be a fucking cakewalk. Hey, I'm doing this thing that I do every fucking day, morning to night.
Yeah.
Can't do this, can't do this, can't do this, can't do this.
Yeah.
No, I'll take this instead. That's the hard part, because that's 24/7. Working out's 45
Yeah.
fucking... Not even.
Especially doing my fucking job. You know how good those sandwiches smell, the gas
Half
stations?
hour, 45 minutes. That's the part you're hung up on. Out of a 24-hour day, you're hung up on 30 minutes.
It's
I'm half.
It really is.
I'm half like being hard on you because
I have been for fucking 20 plus years. I'm going on 22, homie.
Yeah, I know, but as like a joke. But in all seriousness, like your problem is the simple part. Like everyone's like, "Oh man, working out, that's hard." It's like, is working out now? Here's another one. Here's another saying. It's like the pain of working out now and being sore, or the pain of regret in 30 fucking years when you're in a wheelchair or you have
41.
weight problem or your fucking heart is like on the fritz. Like, which pain do you want? Because you have to have one. To me, fuck, I'll be fucking sore. I've been sore for 20 plus fucking years. Like, you can't, like, from high school sports all the way to now, there's always some nagging something every day. Whether it's a
Not
back
me.
injury that fucking has me down and out, or just like, man, arms are sore, just feeling like a killer. Like, my legs are killing me in the last 3 days because I just ripped up my leg. I dropped weight, a whole bunch of weight, and I just fucking did like sets of 30 and 40. Just go and go and go and go and go.
Oh, what's it called?
You burn out.
No. There's a term for that type of workout where you don't do your max weight, you do a minimum weight, but high repetition, high number, what's it called? Low weight, high rep count.
Right.
There's a term for it.
I've always called it burnout.
Hold on. What is the workout called where you do low weight but a lot of reps?
That workout is called muscular endurance training, or high representative training. It uses low weights and many repetitions, typically 15 or more, and focuses on toning muscles and improving
That's not the
endurance,
term you're
rather
looking
than
for.
building maximum
That's not the
strength.
term you're looking for. I know what you're talking about. There is a term, like there is a term for it, but that's what it is. It's just endurance training. It's for cut. It's like working out for losing weight, cut, and just muscular endurance. Same thing. And this is one thing I'm explaining to the kids at the school is like when they're trying to get max reps. I'm like, don't max every fucking day. Like, you want to come in and there's your max day, which you try to go for your max, and that's it. Then you're done.
I remember you talking about this back in the past.
Yeah, and then on like 3 days later, maybe 4 days later, like that's on a Monday, you go on Friday, you train that same muscle group, and you just rip it to fucking shreds. Just medium weight. Do 60, 70% of what your max is, and just go till you can't. And then, in like a few weeks, try to hit a PR again. Whatever. That's fucking. We're going from psychology to like hypnotism, Psy-Ops to training to motivational fucking speech.
To bashing the usual.
Thanks for coming to our fucking TED Talk.
More like bed talk.
What? Oh, whatever. Bye.